Good morning, everyone. My name is Kristin Martindale. I have the privilege of serving on the board of directors for Pathways, formerly Monroe County United Ministries. This church's connection with Macomb, as it used to be known, was one of the reasons that drew my family and I to come and join this church. It is a joy to be with you here today because, as I said, First United has always been more than a partner to our organization. You're part of our origin story. Since 1939, when local churches, including this congregation, came together to form what would become Macomb, you have continued to walk alongside us. You have given faithfully, shown up generously, and believed deeply in the dignity of every family we serve here in Monroe County. You were with us at the beginning, and you are still with us now. And I want you to hear this clearly. Pathways, even though we may still in our hearts know it as Macomb, is who we are today because communities like First United never stopped saying, we believe in this work. Thank you for your history, your consistency, and your heart. Our gratitude is very, very real, but I also want to speak honestly with you today because the gratitude is real, but so is our stress we're under at the moment. This has been one of the most volatile years for our organization. The political and economic turbulence around early childhood education, poverty alleviation, and public benefits has made it very difficult for agencies like ours to plan, sustain, and grow. This year alone, Pathways lost nearly $300,000 in state and federal funds that had already been awarded to us. Next year, based on current projections, that number will be closer to $800,000. For organizations our size, one that provides daily care, sustainability, and opportunity for families, this is seismic. The hardest part is that the families we serve are already living on unstable ground. Pathways serves a very specific and often overlooked demographic. Families who work, sometimes multiple jobs, but still earn far below what it takes to be self-sufficient in Monroe County. They often earn too much to qualify for most public assistance programs, including SNAP, yet not enough to weather a single crisis like a car repair, a medical bill, or even a gap between paychecks. These are families who do everything society tells them to do. They work hard. They stay employed. They provide stability for their children, but they still fall through the cracks. And now the social supports that once caught families like theirs simply aren't there anymore. The need is greater than ever, and the safety net is thinner than it has ever been. At Pathways, we refuse to ask our families to absorb the cost of this instability. They simply can't. And we do not wish to solve the problem through closures, reduction of services, or layoffs. That would contradict everything we stand for. Instead, we're working to raise $200,000 before December 31st, which will be matched dollar for dollar through a very generous gift we have coming our way, turning it into a $400,000 gift of critical stabilizing support. Reaching this goal will ensure that as we enter 2026, we can keep our fee scale affordable for our families, retain our dedicated staff, continue our wraparound services, and most importantly, stay true to our mission of helping families break cycles of poverty. I want to share a brief story that captures what your support makes possible. Earlier this year, we began working with a family, the Rogers family, who have 2 young children in our early learning center. They're a hardworking family. They've never missed a tuition payment, but they were trapped by a predatory loan that they had taken out to purchase a reliable vehicle for work and childcare pickup. The payments were enormous. The interest was suffocating. They were doing everything right, but still falling behind. Through Pathways Opportunity Fund, and because donors like you make that fund possible, we were able to help them refinance the loan and lower their monthly burden. Over the next months, we worked with them on budgeting, reducing debt, and building the confidence and stability they needed. This fall, just last month in fact, they paid off that loan entirely. Their kids are thriving at Compass. Their financial stress has decreased dramatically, and instead of standing on the edge of crisis, they're now standing on the edge of possibility. This is what Pathways does. We don't do quick fixes. We do transformation. Slowly, steady, human, relational transformation. And you, First United, have been part of that transformation for more than 80 years. That's one family you've helped. Imagine how many more are in Monroe County, including myself. I am a former staff member at Macomb. I'm a former parent at Macomb. I have been a longtime donor of Macomb. And now as Pathways, I continue to be a donor and a board member. As we face this extraordinary moment in our agency's history, I want to ask you, gently but directly, to walk with us once again. Your support today will help ensure we do not lose ground, we do not lose hope, we do not lose momentum, and we do not lose the chance to change the trajectory of families who simply need someone to stand beside them. You have been with us from the beginning. We hope you will continue to be with us now, because families we serve need the kind of steadfast, compassionate community that First United has always been. Thank you for your faith, for your love, your support, your partnership. Pathways is grateful for all of you, deeply and always. Thank you.